All right, wanted to do a project in this late summer time of 2024 involving Barnes ammunition. So Barnes is the main actor in this project, but as you can see in front of me, we have a lot of supporting cast. So I'll get into the various optic selections, rifle caliber selections later in this video, but what we're dealing with is Barnes JHP ammunition. I found this recently just perusing for Grendel ammunition, and I didn't realize that Barnes makes a lead core bullet. We're all familiar with their all copper ammunition, which works great. But for hogs, I look for something a little more economical, since a lot of my follow-up shots are not high percentage. Right? So we're going to do it in 300 blackout, 243 Winchester, and 308 Winchester. So it should be interesting. Brian's going to join us a little later with his chronograph, so I'll get some chronograph data for you. Barnes did not provide this ammunition for free. I purchased it, so this is not a bought and paid for advertisement. All right, so the goals and objectives of what I'm trying to do here today is I want to establish baseline accuracy for each of these calibers with the Barnes JHP ammunition. So in order to do that, I've cleaned each rifle down to bare metal. We're starting with bare metal in the barrels, and so that will allow us to foul these barrels with the JHP ammunition only. I think that's critical to really evaluating ammunition for what it is and what it can represent in your rifle. We're going to start with conventional optics. So I brought a Sightmark Wraith digital scope. So in case that doesn't work, then I'll go back to my trusty Leupold 5x25 day optic. So we'll shoot the groups for accuracy with conventional optics, and then to further this project for hog hunting and coyote hunting specifically, I'll then go to my thermal. I've got a 25mm 640, 35mm 640, and 50mm 640 resolution thermal scope. We'll seek to get those zeroed, and then I've only got 2 boxes of each caliber. So the thought is the first box is dedicated for the range and accuracy testing, the second box for hunting. So hopefully I can get 1, 2, 3 animals with each caliber and then begin to analyze the performance of the JHP multi-purpose ammunition on predators and varmints. All right, we're going to start the testing here with 300 blackout. This rifle is an FN15 by FN America. Don't bother looking into this rifle or considering it for purchase. It has an aftermarket barrel in it. I took the 4 MOA factory barrel out of it, so I'll just leave it at that. You've been warned. Don't try to go for the FN15. It's the only 300 blackout that I have, however. And so I thought, for the purposes of hog hunting specifically, 223, you know, the jury's out whether that's a great caliber for hog hunting or not. So my alternative to 223 would be 300 blackout. It's got a little bit more payload working for it. In other words, we've got 120 grains projectile on target. So I don't personally feel as though 300 blackout is a great hog hunting caliber. But alternative to 223, I'm going to go ahead and evaluate it. The MSRP on this ammunition is about $25 a box. Street price on this, you can get it for much less than that. So from an economy standpoint for hog hunting, this sort of makes sense in that you can get a box of JHP on the internet for about 15 bucks. So pretty economical. Today's environmentals are 82 degrees and 69% humidity. It just finished raining about an hour ago, so a little muggy out here for sure. But late summer weather is fantastic in Texas, and I'm going to make the best use of it on the range today. A little bit about the ballistics of the 300 blackout JHP ammo. This is from their website. Specifically, we're talking about SKU number 32004. 120 grain jacketed HP. They have a nice table online that has all of their ammunitions listed with velocities and such. So this shows to be a flat-based hollow point, jacketed hollow point. We got 2100 is what it's rated at, 2100 feet per second at the muzzle. This is a 16 inch with a pistol length gas system. Everything about 300 Blackout's a little screwy and different. I prefer personally mid to rifle length gas systems. I just think semi-autos run more reliably with that type of gas system. But here we are with the 16 inch pistol length 300 Blackout. Energy about 1175 at the muzzle, 900 at 100 yards, so we'll try not to use this gun out past 150. Okay, before the first shot was even taken, I had to go ahead and remove the sight mark Wraith. It's done just upon releasing the charging handle to load the first round, or the bolt release to load the first round. The video recording corrupted and failed. So I'm going to go with the Leupold. This is a 6.5 by 20 optic. Misspoke in the intro. So 6.5 by 20 duplex, fine duplex reticle, parallax adjustment. More than you'd ever need for a 300 Blackout, but since we're shooting for accuracy, I figured I'd bring a quality optic. Okay, so 4 shots thus far from 50 and 1 at 100. I believe I've got the optic pretty close to where the aim point is. It's not going to be dead on, but it's not critical. We're just shooting for a group here. So we'll do 4 shots, 100 yards. Got a camera downrange, hopefully recording. Here we go. And so far no issues with cycling, which is very nice. This is suppressed. No adjustable gas block on it either, so I'm trying to make sure that my magazine is not in contact with the table. I think that last one opened up the group. Alright, the Leupold is now on the 243 Winchester. We're going to be shooting the JHP 100 grain ammunition. That's going to be 32108. I'll get a projected speed off that. This is a Lone Star Armory chassis or receiver set with handguard, so it's all Lone Star Armory on the receiver and handguard. Got a Hooper femur 30 cal suppressor. This is adjustable gas block, and the barrel is a Schillen 18 inch. So both Schillen and LSA are Texas-based companies. Do support them. I've been real happy with this rifle. With previous ammunition, and so we'll get zeroed at 100 and then do an accuracy test with Barnes JHP. Alright, it's begun to drizzle, which always makes for a nice range experience. I think I'm close enough on the point of impact to point of aim at 100, so we'll do our first 4-shot group. I have a camera running down range. Let me see if I can pull some ballistics for this round real quick. Skew 32108, jacketed hollow point boat tail. 2960 is the rated speed for 1900 foot-pounds at the muzzle. That speed was out of a 24-inch barrel. This is 18. So chronograph's almost here. We'll get actual readings in a second, but let's go ahead and do that 4-shot group. Had a hang up. I have not adjusted the rifle gas, or I have not adjusted the adjustable gas block to this load, so that's probably able to be tuned out. All right, final shot. I'll go ahead and take one more in case that round was sort of beat up. Now that opened it up. The first group with this 243 ammo was not impressive, just over an inch. So we're going to try again. Alright, we now have chronograph readings. Go ahead. 4 shots. Goodness. Alright, I think that's enough for that one. I think I'm over gassed as the ejections were going 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. So shot 1 registered 2771, 2 2786, 3 2795, and 4 2819. Yeah, the 243 didn't go as well as I had hoped, so now we've moved on to 308. This is 150 grain JHP Barnes ammunition, boat tail, 32111. We'll be using a less bare 308, threaded. I think it's a 20-inch barrel, I believe. Generally it shoots pretty accurate, so we're hoping for that. Same suppressor from the 243, just swapped it over. The stated ballistics for this from Barnes is 150 grain, 2,900 feet per second at the muzzle, 381 ballistic coefficient, and that's out of 24-inch barrel, so 2,900. We'll see what we actually get on this chronograph.
Yeah.
All right, we're recording. There's a note here. We've got 3 shots of 308. Minimum 2763, average 2785, max 2809 after 3 shots of 308. So 100 feet per second off from the stated box with a 24-inch barrel. Alrighty.
For a 20 inch.
For 20 inch,
which is about perfect.
Yeah. I'll take it. We're going to take a 4-shot group at 100 yards. We've got a target camera running with the loopholed scope. Range is hot.
Hot. Two o'clock, 2 inches out. I think it's going to be right next to it.
Wow.
4 o'clock, 2 inches out, directly below the other 2.
Let me check something. Compressor's good and tight. Had that same issue with 243 Winchester. And last shot.
I believe that is back with the first 2.
Interesting. Let me, if I put 5 in there, let me shoot one more. Alright, 5th shot.
Based on the one flyer rule, you've shot a perfect group.
I wonder why that flyer, because I was, that was not a flinch or a pull. That was straight up flyer.
Beautiful group except for the flyer.
Noted. Safe.